Hello, welcome. This is Retirees Nigeria. Today, I want to talk about situations where siblings fail to support in providing care for their elderly parents. And if you are an adult child of a parent and your siblings are not cooperating with you, you will find this video interesting. Caring for an aged parent is easier when it is a group effort. The African way of providing care for the elderly family member is that all the children put in some form of effort or the other. But as we know, some siblings may refuse to help to care for their parents or may stop helping at some point. It is good to understand that sibling not caring for a parent is a common situation and that you are not alone. Okay, so here are some tips that will help you get through situations like this. First, you need to understand that among your siblings, you all do not have the same strength. You need to identify each other's strength so that you can focus on each person's strength and ask each one to contribute by providing needed care based on his or her strength and personality. And then some of your siblings may be good at effortlessly running errands in the home or fixing things around the house. And while another one may be good at providing financial support. And yet another one may enjoy staying with the parents that needs the care. So when you're able to recognize each person's strengths and weaknesses, then you should ask for support along that line. Another area is that you should remind yourselves that every one of you is now an adult. Of course, if you have an aged parent, then the children should be adults. So each of you should be treated with respect. It should not be a case of you are the youngest. No, that should not come up. Caregiving, we know it is tough, and it is tough on everyone that is providing support. It tests everyone's patience. So don't keep reminding anyone of your own contribution and then making it seem like you are the only one providing the care or that your contribution is more significant than others. Don't do that even if you think that is the situation. The job is easier if everyone contributes, and that should be your aim, to make everyone contribute, even though not equally. Then don't get stuck, in childhood roles. Don't follow the behavior pattern of childhood. You know how the job of the home is shared. The youngest is made to do the cleaning of the house. You sweep, you wash plates. You are supposed to run errands when you are the youngest in the home. Don't do that when you are all adults now. Another thing is expecting that the eldest in the family should carry more burden than the youngest, or that the eldest should contribute more money when such situation arise. We all know that people do not get richer by age. So don't expect that the eldest one, when you are sharing contribution, that the eldest one should carry the most burden. And he may not even have as much money as the youngest one among you. And don't also have the assumption that the son or the sons will handle finances, and while the daughters will provide emotional and physical care for your parents, or that a particular sibling should be the caregiver because they don't have a job, or that they need a place to stay. So you now assume that they should be the one, or that particular sibling should be the one providing all the care, while all the others do is contribute financially. Another thing is that don't go that part, where the caregiving is shared equally among everybody. Why? Because it is not practical that you will find a truly equal distribution of the caregiving work for your parents. So instead of distributing the responsibility based on each other's based on seniority or whatever, base it on each person's unique situation. For example, siblings who live far away should not be asked to come regularly to stay just like everyone else. A sibling who has no money to spare should not be asked to contribute like everyone else. It is natural for one or two to take on more responsibility than others in a particular situation. It is natural. And then in the case of emergency, the one to call should be the one who lives close by, because he or she should be able to respond more quickly than the others. And you will need to meet to discuss from time to time. And the meeting need not be being physically present, because if you live overseas, you cannot come home for meetings. So you can do your meeting virtually. So you meet to discuss the situation, and then everybody's contribution should be appreciated and encouraged so that they will do more, instead of criticizing that their contribution is not enough. And don't use gender to assign roles or responsibility. Brothers tend to expect that it is the role of the sisters to do all the physical work, while they assume that they are the ones to provide finances. But then we have seen cases where women are more financially stronger than the men. And there are some lazy women around, they don't like domestic work. So let us put that aside. These days, because these days we have men, who are very good cooks. They are good they work as caregivers, they work as nurses. Yes, so gender stereotypes should be put aside in a situation like this, so that everybody can contribute, what is able to contribute, and you will have the cooperation of everyone. Because when you begin to ask specific people for providing financial support when they do not have enough to even care for their own families, then you begin to see that they draw back, and after a while they stop completely. Why? Because they probably are tired of the complaints and criticism of their own contribution. Okay, so finally, if you are an elderly and you are watching this video, please know that caregiving for the elderly is tough. So try not to vent your frustration. I understand that you are frustrated, but try not to vent it, on your children who are coming together to care for you. Because it makes the job of caregiving more frustrating when the person that you are caring for, is not cooperating with you, or the person does not appreciate what you do. So I tell you, try to be cooperative and show appreciation so that your children can give you more care. So this is it for this video. Like the video if you find the content interesting, and please subscribe so that you'll be notified when another video comes up. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Bye bye.